Dave was ready. He'd spent hours perfecting his firm handshake, firm but not bone-crushing, rehearsing his go-to team player story, and nailing the perfectly timed pause before delivering his classic interview zinger. My biggest weakness? I work too hard. Dressed to impress in a sharp suit and enough confidence to sell air to a balloon factory, Dave knew today was his day. The interview panel greeted him warmly. He strutted in like a man who had already envisioned his framed Employee of the Month photo. "Good morning," he said, flashing a winning smile as he pulled out the chair. And that's when fate decided to ruin his life. The sound was biblical, the kind of tear that makes even inanimate objects wince. For a second the world stopped. The birds outside, silent, the air conditioning, offended. Dave froze mid-sit, heart pounding. Please let that be my imagination. Nope. He could feel the traitorous breeze on a part of his body that should never, under any circumstances, feel a breeze in a professional setting. One interviewer let out a soft wheeze, face turning an alarming shade of red from the effort to keep it together. Another had their lips pressed so tightly it looked like they were chewing on their own soul. But Dave had bigger problems, specifically the fact that his bright pink underwear, covered in tiny, smiling unicorns, was now the real star of this. Job interview, panic mode activated, options, pretend nothing happened, fake a medical emergency, jump out the window. Instead, Dave made a split-second decision, the only choice a man with a shredded dignity and whimsical underwear had left. He leaned forward and grinned. "Well," he said, "looks like I really wanted to tear into this opportunity." The interviewer on the right snorted, a full, unprofessional, can't hold it in, coffee out the nose snort. Within seconds, the whole panel erupted. One was doubled over, another had tears streaming down their face, and the guy who had been holding in a laugh, he lost the battle. Dave relaxed slightly. If they're laughing, maybe they'll forget the unicorns. Honestly, he continued, if you're looking for someone who performs well under pressure, I think I just proved my case. By the end of the interview, he wasn't sure if they were laughing at his joke or just the absolute disaster they had witnessed. Either way, he left with his jacket tied tightly around his waist, his dignity hanging on by a single thread. Unlike his pants, a week later, his phone rang. "Dave," the hiring manager said, still chuckling, "you're hired, but maybe invest in some stronger fabric, yeah?"